Now, if I place this in
Another
the
beautiful
statue's
day.
eye.
It's another beautiful day to be playing Doom. How's it going, everyone? How are you? Hello. I'm gonna play Doom again. It's been a long time. It's been like more than a week, which means I've noticed in the past my skills have degraded quickly. So warming up might be a bit of a chore. Might be a bit of a rocky road. And the sad thing is I'm gonna toss it right into the trash again. So this is, yeah, I'm gonna be rusty as fuck. And then next week is actually Witcher week. So it's just for funs, just because I want to play again. Get some of that sweet, you know, Doom profile levels. God knows I love them. How's my weekend going? Pretty well so far. Let me scoot that on a little closer. Get that HD voice. I most of it just did a lot of like YouTube stuff. I think I need to tell everyone to cut their videos down more, because when I think, like, when I don't want to watch them, that's usually a good sign that they're too long. Yeah.
Against all
Witcher week is in quotes until it is Thursday, and I've played Witcher more than once.
All the wickedness that mankind can produce, we will send unto them.
Yeah, Just Cream. It is intentionally glitchy.
Rip
Well, a little bit of both. It's intentionally and unintentionally glitchy. It is intentionally made in a way to overload my encoder, and that is the result. Oh boy. Headphones are a little juiced. Alright, let's remember how to shoot, guys. Shoot the demons. Click on the demons and shoot them. Oh. Also, I have changed encoder settings. Not since the last time I streamed, since the last time I streamed Doom Eternal. Because it's been a while since Doom Eternal. I've tested it. Oh, no, it's not. It has nothing to do with copyright. The song glitching? That's incidental. People think it's funny. There's a version, I made a version of that transition that doesn't overload the encoder, but people didn't like it. They wanted the glitches back. So, you know, I'm only so much in control around here. Oh yeah. So, if you happen to spare an eyeball, it'd be nice to know if the stream is smooth and buttery, or it's getting staggery and stuttery. I know that I've been talking about this a lot lately, so I apologize. I promise if it's fine like this, and I suspect it is, then it will be the last time you hear about it for a very long time. Because, and I'm gonna say this, and it's absolutely true. Every time I say it, it's true. So it's especially true now. Once I have it set, I don't have to touch it anymore. Nothing else is gonna change. Why would anything just spontaneously break? Shh, nah, dog. Oh, Just Cream, your internet's been difficult? Oh, so you gotta check. Gotcha. No worries. Yeah, no, that's on my side. It's 100% intentional. I can't tell you that your internet's doing fine, but if it ain't broke, don't fix it. That's the thing, it was broke. So, stream looking good. All right. Somebody say it looked good, then that's good. That's what I'm here for. That's what I'm trying to do it for. I'm doing it for you, the viewer. You're the reason I play these video games. Buttery and Demon Smooth. Good demon killing so far? Excellent. Alright, well, that's fine. I could use a little butter. I could use a little warm up. This is gonna sound weird, because as I was gonna start streaming, I was sort of trying to remind myself of all the critical Doom lessons that I've learned over the years. By years, I mean past couple of months, but chainsaw a lot, use the rocket launcher a lot. These are all important life lessons, but I was thinking, like, do I need to be even more aggressive? And I think the opposite is true. I need to be less aggressive. Cycling around the edges of the arena at least means there's one direction demons can't get me from. And I think that small fact will actually aid my survivability versus you can't do that the whole game, though. That's true. Never mind. The first 5 levels you can play that way, but after that, when you have to start killing the larger demons, step back and read the room. A 3-step process to defeating Doom Eternal. Reason with the demons. Yeah, be nicer. Excellent advice.
There are 2 hell priests remaining.
Have a snack. I don't... Alright. I was like, something's off. Monitor's still on 60 hertz because I was trying to make Rock Band a little less stuttery last night. You guys have no idea, man. Once I get it like an HDMI 2.1 monitor, I'm gonna play Rock Band all the goddamn time. Oh, that's right, I had chainsaw ammo. What was I doing? Oh, anyway. The way I do it right now is not ideal, and uh-oh. W keys wasn't working. This keyboard might be on its last legs. Anyway, I use like capture software to play it on my desktop right now because my monitor only has one single DisplayPort input. And yeah, HDMI to DisplayPort doesn't seem to work, so I can't use like lag-free pass-through or anything like that. I use the instant game view, which works well enough. Except that window will drop frames, and I don't know why. So, only a few more months, I guess, until I can finally get a display that kind of solves all of my necessities. Well, yeah, that's why there's like... You kind of need a really steady, buttery frame rate. Looks very good? Yes! Trey, I'd solicited a little feedback, so thank you. Oh shit, man. My W key is like not working. Whatever. W's not that important. The only way to repair a mechanical keyboard is to like solder the switches, right? Oh yeah, I gotta go take care of that. Sticky? Not necessarily sticky. Here I am charging on in. Just buy a new one? Yeah. Buy a new keyboard? Yeah. I don't know. I have a lot of fondness built up towards this keyboard. The spacebar's shiny in that one little spot, you know. What keyboard you got? It's the Razer Black Widow Ultimate, I think. The very first model they put out. I don't remember the serial number, but I have enjoyed... Yeah, it's a really old school... It's the first line of Black Widows they did, which are the first, like, mechanical keyboards they did way back when. So it's held up. It's held up like a demon. I gotta give it credit for that. But, yeah, it's been a long time. So... I can embrace end of lifetime for this thing. It just would feel so weird having a different keyboard. What keys do you use? Red, brown, blues? I mean, they are blues because the caps are blues, but I don't recall there even being different kinds of switches back then. Oh yeah, there's... The other one was... Yeah, the RGB... Oh god. The other one was the RGB, yeah. I didn't really want that at the time, and also they were sold out, so I just went with this one. Why not just swap the keycaps onto a new board? Damn, Trey. You're making an awful lot of sense right now. That would kind of bring all the spirit with it, wouldn't it? Yeah. I would keep all the lovable wear and tear. Can you buy a mechanical keyboard with no caps on it? I mean, it's the internet. Of course you can, but... You can, okay. Well, shit. Maybe this is something I gotta look into. Thank you for the, out-of-the-box thinking. I do appreciate that. Reverent Lord, thanks for the sub. Sorry, I know there's been some sub activity I gotta catch up on. I've been sort of meandering and rambling. I'll get there, I promise. Yeah, no, I have only but peered over the edge into the void, the endless black maw that is mechanical keyboard customization. I have no intention of falling in. because I can feel its terrible eldritch song singing to me, echoing in my brain when I go to sleep at night. I can feel its pull drawing on my sanity and dismantling it brick by brick. So no, I have to go to a website and it's just like, hey bro, here's a keyboard and the layout of your keyboard now, and all you gotta do is pop all the keys off, put it on this. That's what I need. Ah, shit. And now I'm gonna have to make a decision about what switches I want. Ugh. People seem to like the blues, actually, just acoustically on stream. Doesn't sound like you're gaming pretty hard, I guess. I think they're like just comfy clicky sounds. You like browns? Yeah, maybe I gotta test them out. Or maybe like listen to a YouTube video of how they sound. There's got to be like mic tests and stuff for that. What are browns? What's the defining feature of those? Blues are like really loud and clicky, right? I'll link a couple bits. That'd be fantastic. Thank you. I think RTX voice will eliminate the main problem with the blues. Oh, the clicking? I don't see why not. Although I've been having weird and inconsistent problems with RTX voice lately. I don't know what's going on. It got too smart. Browns are halfway in between blues and reds. Oh, okay. Yeah, that sounds like a good combo. Does the color or the style of switch also describe its like sensitivity, or it's like pushback or its action? It does. All right. So is it pretty linear then? The louder the click, the harder or more resistive it is? Where's this? Why isn't this goddamn spider bot spawning? There we go. Jeezy crazy. God dang it, spider bot. Oh boy. Click. Yep, that's good. That's really good. Today I found the International Church of Weed. Oh, that's finally some good news. And guys, I think 2020 is gonna be okay. I think everything's gonna be alright. Let me dig up the website that describes nearly every switch. Okay. Whoop. That's pretty dank. Hell yeah, it is. Our Lord and Savior. The dankest of all. He's got that spleef keef. Hey kids. I know you think your nugs are dank now, but a little homie of mine has the dankest nugs of all. I mean, shit, why did I go with there and not... Hey kids. I know you like getting high, but one of my homies is higher than everyone else. Jesus Christ. I think my favorite thing is when youth pastors use like terminology from 90s hip-hop songs. Jesus is a real G. For God, that is. Like, it makes your spine want to jump out of your body and just crumble into dust. Oh, the Church of Cannabis, sick. All right. Let me catch up on all the nice people. Hey, what's up? I am God 97. That is a really cool username. That's a really cool username. You'd be like the villain in Swordfish 2. Spinach. Thanks for the sub. There's been a lot of gaming going on. I had spinach earlier. It was delicious. Not as delicious as a taco, but still delicious. Skull Sunderer. Very cool name. Thank you for the sub. Is that a little fish man? Delightful. Yes, I'm down. Down for our Lord and... Yeah. Down for our Lord and Savior. Oh, you want to hang out? Like Jesus hung from the cross? I only hang with my best friend Jesus while he dies slowly in a horrific way to be murdered. I don't know. Sometimes I feel bad. Kind of like there's just, and I say this having grown up in it and around it and appreciating all that shit. There's just an inherent lameness about Christianity, right? That's okay though. It's fine to be lame. I'm lame. Everybody's lame. Just like sweaters and covers of popular songs, but making all the lyrics about Jesus. Watching movies that star Kevin Sorbo for some reason. Chum and Pig Haas, thank you for the 5 gifts, man. Every time with these gifts. Uh-oh. Oh, the W key. I need that one. That's okay. It's always there when I need it. That's what I love about that old W key. Always ready for me. Always reliable. Never once gonna kill me because it just cuts out in the middle of a bunch of demons swarming my ass. Can't happen. Oh boy. Is this guy? Oh, he's upstairs? What are you doing up there, buddy? Come on, buddy. Hey. We got a demon fight to have here. Come on, buddy. Damn it. Whatever, he's dead. Skanking for Jesus. I agree that out of all the genres, ska is probably the closest to Christian rock. In terms of like sentiment and ethos. However, this is the biggest difference. You can still fuck if you listen to ska music. You can't if you're listening to Christian rock, so I think all things equal, ska still comes out ahead on that one. Like it does most of the time. You know? I'm thinking a lot about ska. Now, you know, Christians made great metalcore music in the early 2000s. That is true. I do have to admit that. There was a real good, like, Christian music actually really did kind of become unlame, musically speaking. I mean, the content matter, you know, it's still about Jesus, so how unlame is it going to get? But production-wise, there were some solid tracks I remember hearing. Kind of all started in the early 2000s, like Audio Adrenaline. Kind of found a good sound that didn't immediately reek of being lame. Creed? I think Creed ranks in as like spiritual, but not Christian. I could be wrong about that. I gotta admit, it's been a while since I've pounded pavement on the Creed wiki. Oh, hello. Yeah, Reliant K was good. I got nothing against Reliant K. Solid band. I listen to them too. Flyleaf. Oh yeah. They count, right? Yeah. One of the bylaws of this stream is that if you watch, you have to listen to one Creed album a day. I assume y'all read the bylaws, right? I mean, you had to tick the little box saying you read them, so. Yeah, minimum. Extra channel points for going above and beyond, obviously. Shit. I like Real Big Fish. Good for you. Alright. Bilbo Baggins 2103. Just for that, you're exempted from listening to the Creed album today. Congratulations. I'll have my people take it down, so when we do the audit tonight, we don't ding on you. Everybody else, though, plenty of time to get it in. Plenty of time to get that Creed album in.
This is located just above your location. My scans indicate.
Oh, straight edge, yeah. The sincere attempt to make being lame as hell cool. I hate to keep, like, these are ostensibly social positives, right? Anything that convinces kids to maybe stay away from stuff they're not old enough to mess with is a good thing. It's just the need to package it in, like, this, ooh, this, like, aggressive, anti-establishment rapper. I'm like, oh, come on. Ah, dude. Signing a chastity vow is about as establishment as it gets if you're in the United States.
Indestructible.
Christian side hug. Yeah, don't do drugs. Sell them. This is America, after all. If you're not making money off of somebody else's vice, are you even doing it right? Okay, I do have to bail. This isn't a death. I have to bail out to change my refresh rate. I mean, you will still see the same old trash 60 frames. I mean, come on. I'm surprised your eyes can handle it, because mine are irritated. They're scratchy. I'm angry. I'm just in a bad mood now. So I'm surprised. You guys will consume any kind of trash. Seriously, 60 hertz? Are you kidding me? But whatever, man. Whatever. You're willing to do it, so here I am. I'm sorry. I love you. But that only applies to one person in chat, and you'll have to guess who. You're 30 FPS because your internet's bad? Ooh. Yeah, I mean, I've done that before. If I'm on really sketchy Wi-Fi or, yeah, mobile data's not doing right, just put it on, like, I find the version that doesn't transcode the audio down a ton, and then I just listen to that. Yeah, wow. Not even overclocking your monitor, please. Did you even solder in extra chips into your monitor? Did you even try? What type of connection you got? I am blessed. What? How did I get a thing? Huh? All I did was... I mean, alright. Maybe ooh, he's so cold. He's so cold. He's frosty, man. I like it. I have gigabit, actually. Very lucky. Somehow it's available in my neighborhood. But it's like one of those things where they offered it, but they had to come out and install it. And they had to, like, run it through other people's yards and stuff. So it was kind of an ordeal. Took a lot of tries to get all the, like, permissions that were needed to get it run to the house, but it's been great since then. I think in that regard, I'm kind of lucky because I also feel like since they had to go to that trouble to set it up here, 8 gig? No, gig. Oh, wait. That's 5G? Anyway. Oh, hey, Homerton. Hello. Yeah, that already looks better. Look at all these frames. Have the same? It was worth it? So much more stable? Yeah, the stability is like... If it was that much trouble to get it set up here... Oh, I forgot. I need to turn my alerts back on. Well, I need to turn the sound back on. Then I imagine other people probably are not going to be that dedicated to getting sick internet. So I feel like, to some degree, I'm kind of on a privileged network. Spoon Nova. Thanks for gifting a sub. And,
the flame belch is now ready for your approval.
So, yeah, I've been very lucky. Which makes me, like... feel extra bad because like Bruce was having such a frustrating time at his place, but I have has anyone noticed that his stability problems have disappeared since moving? I know that was one of his big motivations. I got so lucky. I can't imagine like making a career transition like that and then realizing that just by virtue of where you live, you are inhibited. Pretty good speed, but I get random dips and it's super annoying. Yeah, I do. It's weird to me. I guess maybe I'm living a little too much in the future, but I feel like you should be able to see the raw network statistics of a place before you move in there. I would love to see like jitter, milliseconds, or millisecond ping, packet loss, like all that stuff of any residence before I move in. I guess if it's a house, part of like the negotiations can be I'm gonna come in and like set up a network test. But also something that's like during peak traffic hours too, that it's weird to me that that's not more of a thing, right? Or like property value that goes up because your internet's really good there. Damn, dude, I would pay more for that. Of course, this is all existing in the facetious nether reality where I ever actually afford a home. But It's fun to dream. I don't know though. I'm not necessarily convinced home ownership is like the next and assumed phase of life, you know? There's something so bad about renting your entire life? Maybe? The like resentment that you're giving your money away, I get that. But I don't know. The way I see it is like I'm paying to not be responsible for all this crap. Also, yeah, I don't know. Fuck landlords in general, especially the big corporate ones that just own lots and lots. Our landlords, they just own a couple of houses, and we rent from them, and they're actually super reasonable. So I have the kind of the perfect situation. Happen to have a personal line to the landlords, and they're nice and treated us very well. So. But then again, I've also had the extreme liberty and privilege of being able to afford my rent for this whole mess. You know, thanks to you guys, really, so. Which is also why, if, you know, social safety net and all, if you put any money in the system and you ever come on hard times, feel free to hit me up. Feel free. I don't even view it as my money, really. I'm just holding it for a while. You did help a little. You know what, Lucas, for pointing that out? You only have to listen to half the Creed album. But I would round up if it's got an odd number of tracks, just to be safe. Again, I'll have my people take a note of that. Tonight's audit is gonna go a little late, man. With all these exceptions I'm bringing up here, you guys better appreciate this. Which Creed album? You can choose. It can't be an EP, though. It has to be an album. No singles. 3 albums ahead already. You co-sign my apartment? Absolutely not. No. I will help you make rent for a month. I'm not gonna co-sign rent for anyone. Does the movie count? Ooh, no, it does not. Sorry. Unless you are also playing a Creed album over it at max volume, then it does. Then and only then. Just remind you, man. You signed the bylaws. You did it. I didn't make you do that. Buy you some weed. That I might do. Everybody needs a chill Friday once in a while. Well, you buy me an RTX 3090. I need to invent some kind of game, like the most dangerous game, where instead of dying, people compete viciously for me to buy them a 3090. Mail me some edibles, and I'll make them myself and then just dump them without a bag into a paper envelope. You're gonna get this like oil-soaked or butter-soaked envelope in the, just like first-class mail. Just gonna be this lump. Do you play VR games? I have. I don't know that I do as a as like a point. I don't really do it all that in a recurring nature, I guess is what I would say. I played like Half-Life Alyx, Rez, but that's like in the past several months, so I'm certainly not active in VR either. There's probably a laundry list of VR games that I should check out just to be more aware of the scene, to see where it's at. But I don't know. I think I would have to wait until it's less hot. It's very hot. Heat wave in LA. And luckily on where I live, dodging most of it. So again, hashtag blessed. Put that positive energy out into the universe. You increase the Spotify plays of Creed, and that good energy comes right back to you. It's still hot though. I definitely don't want to be wearing a insulated 5-pound heater on my head, swinging my arms around in a room. Have you seen Tenet? No. Nah, I don't want to go to theaters just yet. I don't know if I'll ever want to go to theaters again. I was already on the verge of just giving up on the whole idea of theaters anyway. Because people are people, and I don't know. I would love to not have an issue with it, but just like cell phones, people talking, those are the two big things really. I'm just like, why? Why do I need to do this? pay more for a movie and watch it in a big room with a bunch of people who can't keep their mouths shut. I wish I could just be like, it's just what people do. It's just what they do. Hey, you go into public, you're a people guy. You're talking to people, you meet people. Hey, I don't know, it just doesn't feel... Oh, Polybius? People were telling me about that. But anyway, I should play that, you're right. Wait, that's connected to Jeff Minter? Anyway, so, yeah, bigger screen. I mean, TVs have gotten pretty big at home. But yeah, I agree. I don't know, for me it's not worth it. I don't get enough out of the theater experience. To me, the theater experience is the other people, not necessarily the equipment they use. Your house paid $30 for Milan? I mean, that's a deal. That's a really good deal. Taking a family out to see a movie costs way more than $30. My TV's in 4K HDR. Yeah, you can get a 4K HDR TV and a sound bar. It's not surround, it's not stereo, but still good enough, cheaper, and you don't have to deal with people. And you can be impulsive. You can just be wildly impulsive, which to some degree is maybe not so good, because then I don't know. Then I feel like your viewing habits change a little bit, but yeah, it's really hard to find the downfall. Yeah, I say soundbar just because I'm kind of coming in baseline AV setup. Something just one step above using the speakers in the TV, if it even has them. Yeah, go super late at night. Whatever, man. Pause it, pick it up later. Oh boy, people really mad about soundbars, huh? Is this some kind of like AV sin? Oh shit, W key. Wow, how did he not chomp me? I don't understand that. Some bars are like laptop speakers. I don't know, they're a little different than that. Soundbars came into my home and murdered my wife. Well, damn, dude. I'm sorry for your loss. And suddenly the revulsion makes more sense to me. Oh, I should have waited. Oh well. That's an odd thing about audiophiles. They get mad at you for not caring enough. I think it's because they remember when they didn't care about audio and how different it's changed their life. You know? I can understand that.
Used to provide additional power to your ship.
I feel like it's a similar sort of vibe to like people who don't want easy modes in games like Dark Souls, right? It's like, I went through this and it wasn't easy, but I feel better for it, and now I insist that you do that too. I want you to follow in my footsteps so you experience the same good things that I experienced. Oh, you think it's sunk cost? That would make a ton more sense too, but I didn't want to speak on behalf of people who have run down the audio rabbit hole and come to the decision that it's just not sensible. I certainly haven't done that. I do have a 5.1 system, but the satellite speakers are wired, and like the rear speakers are wired, so I'd have to like run them through the floor or the roof so that there's not a like wire crossing a walkway. So I haven't done that, and I'm probably not going to. Even though surround would be pretty cool. Spent my audiophileness on getting a proper set of headphones, and everything else is I have a roommate and thin walls. I'm not getting that far beyond my current living situation. Yeah, I feel like that's how I've often felt, is that a really good set of headphones is cheaper than a sound system, and you can blow your ears out and not bother your neighbors. And often I feel like the money to quality ratio you get is way better. Then again, these are ignorant perceptions. Good headphones are 10K? Oh gosh. Well, never mind then. I mean, okay. Would you say that you get better sound out of a $300 pair of headphones or a $300 sound bar? Or like computer speakers? I don't know. Computer speakers feel like they're not even really a thing anymore. Headphone rabbit hole might be worse. Yeah. That I agree with. Because then you start dealing with, like, physics and acoustics and... Yeah, so that's what I mean in terms of cheaper. Like, you get better audio quality for the money you spend. But, you know, you can't share it. But I also find it difficult to believe that in a household there will be multiple people that care that much about audio. I don't know. I feel like this is an interesting and meaningless situation to dissect. I guess I just wasn't expecting people to care all that much about TV audio. Just that my favorite audio company barely got off the ground. Yeah. Were they changing the game, innovating? Stereo bookshelf speakers with a retro garage sale amp is your best audio you can get with your money. I find it hard to dispute that, especially if you get it all used or something. Just like heavy junk that somebody wants to get out of their place. Back to Tenet. Good sound setup won't do much because the mixing is horrible. Really? On Tenet? Really? That seems like it's very decidedly not Nolan. His movies are usually very, like, acoustically violent. I'm surprised it would be poorly mixed. E30 Driver? Thanks for the Prime. I will take that juicy Prime. That Prime rib. Bring back Lars Lads on Talk to the Internet podcast? That's not a bad idea. Krispy Kreme, thanks for the sub. And Urzly? Thank you for the Prime. Ring Fit World 4. Hey, congratulations, Autumns. Man, you're getting through it. Ah, that was stupid. Some mixing is bad in Tenet. Interstellar was the same in scenes. Yeah, oh, where you just couldn't hear people? God. Yeah, to some degree, it's almost like, I feel like sometimes Nolan mixes movies by the way he thinks that it sounds, and he can't push that notion out of his head and hear how it actually sounds, if that makes any sense. Hey, you were on fire. What a jerk tentacle. Splorp. Can you imagine when he jumps off, it like leaves a little sticky trail and he's like, ugh, just covered in wall goo. I can't believe it. I can't believe they're gonna make me use microwave beam in the goddamn DLC. God damn it. It was pretty glaring by the end of the game that was the one thing you never needed, so...
You can use it to activate the mech and...
It makes sense, though, to make it a Ghostbuster gun. Ring Fit has been a lot of fun. Maybe do a 180 on it. Oh! We get a little bit of consideration as the mascot in the sequel. I can be Tip? Yay! Just a ghost man showing you how to do squats. Covered in ragu. Yeah, just meaty bits. Chunky sauce. I use microwave for charging, guys. Oh, you hold it on them while you're running towards them? But it slows you down, doesn't it? Or maybe one of the upgrades is you move at normal speed while you're holding it. I remember that was the big thing, is like, I just pulled it out, I shot it at somebody, it slowed me down, and then I threw it in the trash. So I can't say I've been doing a whole lot of labbing with a microwave beam. They're gonna make me. Its software is gonna make me do it. It stuns them? Yeah, it stuns the one guy you're shooting. But if you're shooting one demon, that's rarely ever a problem anyway. So why would you switch guns? It's kind of my thing. Mixes of demons are the issue. It's the other demons that you're not hitting with the microwave beam that get you. Microwave beam is pretty useful for the fast spider leg shield demons. Spider leg shield demons. What are those? What are those? Spider leg shield demons. Oh, carcasses. Okay, yeah, that makes sense. Sorry. I don't know why I wasn't thinking about them. Yep, that's actually a really good description of what they are, too, so... I apologize for being obtuse. I can see... Okay, yeah. If you can just, like, zap their shields and pop things around. I never thought about that, like weaponizing the carcass shields, letting them put them up, and then just picking them off with a microwave beam. I guess that's inconsistent, is the thing that would scare me about trying to do that. Is that I don't have any assurances that he'll, one, put up the shields where I need them, and two, put up enough to kill everything. Okay, I'm low on ammo for basically everything, so this is a silly way to start this fight. Fuck, wrong gun. Pick! I got the one bullet. See you up there. Nope. Ah, fuck. Fuck. Shit. Fuck. Oh, this is bad. Okay, then maybe that's not so bad. It's still bad. It's actually still really bad. Whoop. No! Oh, I thought I had another dash. Okay. Whoop. Shit. Cool down. Okay. Shit. Jesus Christ. Okay. Yep. You ever like move your hand down and then like the pudge of your palm kind of sticks up under the mouse as it's dragging and holds it in place? Just fat hand. I don't know, I've never really given a lot of critical thought to how I hold my mouse and how maybe getting a different mouse or changing my mouse posture might help. I think theoretically in a game like this you're supposed to not let your palm rest on the mouse pad and just use your forearm to sort of let your like arm drift all over the mouse pad. But man, when I get tense, it's just like, how do you avoid kind of clenching up a little bit? 'Cause that's the heart of a champion. Move your forearm, full arm, or wrist. I've been training myself to use my forearm. Not a little bit more of my whole arm, but mostly just my forearm. Mostly rooted around my elbow that's resting on this armrest here. Usually only use the fingertips. I think that's... I mean, I don't know that there's like a communally agreed optimal way to big game. It seems like it's, you know, just whatever works for the individual. I will say this though, like I've had this issue where right click is such a good button for alternate fire. When I'm holding it down, it like by definition changes the like traction and movement on the mouse because I'm pushing down on it with a finger, and it makes my hand get a little tighter. So I found that if I'm holding down right mouse and trying to aim, it makes that aim a little more difficult, a little less precise and consistent, just because of my pressure of the single finger. That's why with a lot of games, yes, I have moved to toggle. However, in a game like this, that would be worse because you can't quickscope if it's on toggle. I guess you could, but it's more button presses. And sometimes that amount of time does matter. So maybe you could put it toggle on some, not toggle on others. I feel like this is the first game where like not using toggle is actually has gameplay implications. So I'm of multiple minds about it. I guess I really just need to like start seeing if I can mentally track the times that holding down that button makes me miss shots. And then maybe just try it with toggle and see how it works. Do most FPS gamers use toggle? I've definitely moved over to toggle. I guess it depends on the kind of game, but for most like realistic shooters, like aiming down sight is something, it's like a mode you move into and out of versus something you flash. You're just like, crap. Well, Doom Eternal has a lot of that though, just feathering the like right click so that you get a secondary fire without like you can just do that. And that's way, like, you don't have to wait for the whole animation, and moreover, you shouldn't. And like, why would you waste the time if you don't have to? Me and my homies love toggle. You know who else plays inverted? Our Lord and Savior Jesus Christ. When he inverted all of our sins. Prefer toggle myself? I largely prefer toggle. I guess Doom Eternal and like other Twitch shooters, like Quake Champions or something like that, I would probably go with hold instead of toggle. But like any other game, like Destiny, I'm definitely toggle because you just spend a lot more time aiming down sights, and there's rarely an instance where you need to like the speed at which you move in and out of ADS is important. Also, the speed of moving in and out of ADS is kind of based on statistics, so. It's like, I guess specifically for things like Destiny and other games. Jesus Christ. Gross. With Destiny and other games, like, aiming down sights has an animation to it. It's part of the game design. So putting like a shift on it doesn't matter. Because if you just tap the button, your guy's going to do that and put it down. Or it'll interrupt the animation and put it back down again. But you never really went ADS. Whereas in this game, as soon as you hit the button, you get alternate fire. Like that. Actually, yeah, you can probably do it in a frame. I don't know, man. Lots of ins and outs. Lots of here's and there's to consider. Ooh. I just toggle, gang. I want you to know that I see you. Man, everybody toggle now. Yeah, dude, toggle. Definitely do toggle. Think about all the time you're in ADS in Destiny. It's like all the time. Or, well, not all the time, but it's most of the time you're shooting. That's like a button you don't have to hold for 60% of the game. Toggers. That's the community name now. Oh, Big Tog. Someone who's never played any of the Doom series. I know the OG Doom 2016 and Eternal are worth a play. How are the other ones? Doom 2 is still very good. Doom 2 is better than Doom 1. It's just more intense, so like it's kind of intended to play Doom 1 first and then scale up. I'm talking about the old ones, not 2016 and Eternal. 64 is very good, but a slower, more like exploration-based atmospheric kind of game as opposed to running around at max speed and shotgunning everything. Doom 3 even more down that vein. Some call it a survival horror. I don't think it's quite there because it doesn't really have like resource management, but it is a slow-paced game that focuses on environment and spooky atmosphere. Doom 3 is very good, but different. Doom 3's expansion though is real good. I would say gameplay-wise better than Doom 3. They all have virtues, I guess is what I would say. I don't know that there exists a bad Doom game. Maybe some of the ports on console are not so hot, but I think gameplay-wise, they all come from a really good place. Why not a centered gun like you had during the 2016 stream? Because I actually love the gun animations in this game, and I like looking at them. And there are gun skins in this game, and you don't see as much of them when it's in the middle. You only see like a really centered shot. This gives you a nice profile. So like, if I have this hideous clown gun, that wouldn't hit the same if it's just a little spike in the middle of the screen. What about Doom the movie? Hey! Doom is a fun movie. It's not a good movie, but it's a fun movie. Doom Annihilation though, ooh, that is not a good movie. Getting the Flavor Town Ballista? I hope so. I mean, yes. Turn the game out just a little bit. Yeah, that's fine. That's about usually where I keep it. Yeah, it is not a fun movie either. Did you ever play Doom RPG? I really wanted to, but I did not have a phone that would run it at the time. It's before I could like afford good phones. I kind of just had I had a hand-me-down BlackBerry that a company was getting rid of, so I paid like 20 bucks for it. That's like the phone that I could afford. And it couldn't run Doom RPG about when that happened, so unfortunately never got the chance to play it, but everyone said it was solid, and it's exactly the kind of game I would like. Maybe I should download an emulator, try it. I know that there was some cheeky lore in Doom RPG and Wolf RPG that I don't know has been canonized in Eternal's lore set yet. Yeah, just guts. Sweet guts. Carl Urban is the gamer's choice. Yeah. Thank you, Teardrops on Mars. It's true. I guess he's in Boys Season 2. What other nerd shit can we stick Carl Urban in? He hasn't been in Witcher yet. Get on it. You gonna try and get a clean run eventually? I mean, if by that you mean beat the game, yeah. That is the goal. Beat in the video game. I don't know if you mean clean like not getting hit. No. Absolutely not. If I beat this game on Eternal, on Ultra Nightmare, I don't know that I'll come back to the campaign for a while after that. I think I can close the book on that. I think there might be a couple of unlockables dealing with the campaign. I always feel like going around that way's more fun. Is there a no-hit run at all? I don't know. The speedrunner who plays this game like as a semi-professional, a pro-am Doom Eternal player, still died at SGDQ. This game's champion went down, was laid low, got hit enough times to die. So yeah, I doubt there's a no-hit run. I feel pretty strongly that a no-hit run would still involve a hefty portion of luck.
The betrayer's life signal is nearby.
Who's the new champ? Yeah. If you lose a life in Doom Eternal ever,
Sensors and artillery everywhere.
your life is forfeit. We feed you into the soul-sucking machine to make more Argent energy.
I told you all to leave me here.
Yeah, thank you for the sub, Krispy
I am
Kreme.
where I belong.
I'm not gonna beat the 2-hour record. Well, I got about an hour to go, so that's fine.
Saving your
I think
people
I can
will
knock it
not
out.
bring you peace.
Yeah, Witcher Week again.
Only
How
make the burden
exciting.
you carry worse.
Imagine if Witcher Week actually happened. Then Witcher Week would be over, and we wouldn't have Witcher Week to look forward to. So there's a pretty hefty silver lining here.
And now you seek to defy the Con Maker herself.
Watching all the platforming and knowing how much I've been falling to death in 2016. Falling is not instant death in this game. They made platforming a integral portion of most of the levels, and the singular favor they did for you is making it so that falling doesn't instantly kill you.
So will mine.
How does he not comment on those rad flames? Because his soul is damned. He's so consumed with guilt. He cannot see that I am an emissary of Flavortown, come to bring tidings of the war. Donkey sauce production is at an all-time high. We're pushing on all fronts. If you do one day but over 7 weeks, it'll be Witcher Week. Yeah, there we go. Now we're thinking with Geralt's. Geralt's gives me more time to install mods too. Witcher Week was the witches we banged on the way.
The extraction point has been
I guess there's always
I
Geralt.
will
But
mark its location on your HUD.
why don't witchers bang witchers? That's what I want to know. I mean, they probably do. Seems like everyone bangs everything. Hell yeah. Alright. I'm not gonna die here. I'm not gonna let this stupid cacodemon. I don't know which direction he goes. Where are you, cacodemon? Trying to clean up all the little guys. Seems like a pretty good survivability technique in the early stages, but that doesn't matter later on. Unfortunately, I gotta keep reminding myself that... Thought I heard something. Thought I heard a bad sound behind me. Freaked me out. And I don't think it was anything too serious. Where are you, cacodemon? Where's your dumb ass? Ow. Shit. I really want this cacodemon. Shit! I tried to swag too hard. Oh, could have been a lot worse. It can still be a lot worse. Where are you? I don't like this. Yeah. That dude is just standing there very politely. Thank you, sir. You could have shot me so many... Oh, thanks for the mantle there. Didn't need that, but... That's okay. You know what? That's okay. Fuck. Damn it. I can never tell what the range is on Blood Punch. Fuck. There. Damn it. Did not have to die. Kako spawns after you kill the Hell Knight. Oh, okay. That's good to know. Mind Killer, thank you for the Prime sub. What bit did the GDQ Pro die on? Oh wait. Was somebody getting weird frames? The guy bunny hopped practically into the face of every special demon. You blinked and that shit was over. He's good. Yeah, when you know exactly where they're spawning and exactly what it takes to kill them. Oh, it dipped for a bit, then it evened out. Okay. Just for a moment? Okay. I can overclock a teensy bit more. A fair amount more. That might give me just the teensy bit of overhead I need so it doesn't drop frames in those situations. It was 10 seconds max, probably less. So that's not so bad. I think you're fine. Yeah, maybe. Maybe. I would prefer it, like... The problem is there are other games that are probably even more visually intense. Change your monitor back after Rock Band. I didn't, but... Then I recognized that it was in 60 Hz, so I have since then. But yes, I did start this game and not remember. This is permadeath. Indeed it is. Indeed it is, out Matt.
Has several areas locked off due
Or
to power constraints.
outbound Matt.
Once power
There we go.
has been restored, you will be able to access the entire ship.
That one was probably on my end. Yeah, once the fights pick up and I'm moving around a lot, get some TV station media streaming quality gear. Just become a straight broadcast network.
Sentinel energy levels.
We had that stuff at the Funhouse production offices, and it was way more trouble than it was worth. It's not only orders of magnitude more expensive, but it's also orders of magnitude less versatile. Like, you have to give it exactly a signal through exactly the right cable. It's built to specific standards that don't exist out here. So, you're right though. I mean, if there was hardware that could promise me, just promise me that it'll never drop frames. But I don't know that that exists. I don't know that happens in the world, or maybe it does, but it just has a horrific trade-off like the ones I just mentioned.
Aim for the head if you can find it.
Ed times 4. Thank you for the 69 bits. Do appreciate that. It seems like it's decent right now. There's a couple of things I can tweak. I can bump the clock a little bit. I think at some point there may be other bottlenecks that CPU frequency doesn't matter. So like if it can't move things in and out of like the caching enough, then that's that. The other alternative to make it hyper buttery smooth is to lower the encoding preset. It was a pretty solid move of them to put that song back in the sequel. And even like the rate at which you find it, like you've played a couple of levels, you're starting to get a sense for the mechanics, the dashes, and then, hey, by the way, remember BFG Division? Yeah, you do. Yeah, you do. Doom Ultra Nightmare Randomizer when? That's a phenomenal idea. I think randomizing the order in which you get the guns would be pretty spicy, to the point of like certain seeds would just be fundamentally better than others. I think the randomizer would have to be more in like, I don't know what it would be like. So much of Doom is kind of crafted around when you get guns and the order you get them, but then again, they've made randomizers out of pretty directed experiences before. It seems like randomizers apply really well to like open world games, ones that already have open sequences versus, you know, yeah, starting with the Unmaker, like, come on. They would have to like, I don't know what they'd have to do. Yeah, starting with a super shotgun. Yeah. How about a mod where you are friends with the demons? Well, they're ostensibly going to add invasions at some point. So, that is kind of, your friend, your buddy can come in and be a demon. You guys can pal around together. I mean, it's very much not co-op. Oh, gripping food? Yeah. That's been a delight. They'd have to change ammo spawns? Yeah. I'm thinking, like, if it's, like, the same amounts of health, ammo, and armor in individual levels, but the like, placements are randomized, and then the same enemies and enemy types and numbers, but the placements and spawns of those are randomized, that could do it. I guess the problem there is, like, there would be some, well, I guess this is the point of a randomizer. There'd be some flows that are just fundamentally better than others. So, I guess that's the idea that you can share seeds. See the Horde mod? I saw the headline about it. I haven't read into it, though. But that's awesome. Maybe we can check that out as a little stream family. I was like, I don't really know anyone else that plays Doom Eternal. But, and yet, there are 400, I'm gonna round up, 420 nice big gamers sitting right here. I would be a fool to not see love when it's directly in front of me. Hey, Werewolf. Good to see you. People speedrun Binding of Isaac and it's totally randomized. Yeah, but it's designed around being randomized. You know what I mean?
Exact location at this time.
It's, let's see here. 10 frag grenades. Your demon's rocket launcher on there. 30 killers, Carlos Crucible. The BFG. Oh crap. My flamethrower cooldown is not up. There we go. Now I gotta wait for my freezy grenade. I guess I don't. But it's a weekly objective. It's a weekly bubjective. I need to earn the skins. Watching these speedruns of Sonic 06. I'm sure that I've seen one at a previous Games Done Quick, but I certainly haven't watched any since experiencing the game myself. Oh yeah, I gotta set aside some time to play Sonic Boom. Well, Witcher Week looms. I gotta break a promise either way. I guess fundamentally I gotta get better at scheduling and maybe only promising one thing at a time. Schwam. First time anyone said that about Sonic Boom? Nah, come on. Surely in 2013 there was some kid wearing his Sonic shirt, putting on his Sonic hat, knew it was Sonic Boom Day. Oh yeah, Death Stranding. Very much want to get back to that. Paradise Killer is out. Still gotta play Microsoft Flight Simulator. Haven't even touched it on stream.
To survive this cursed city.
I don't get you, Doom Slayer. Cool.
The Slayer has arrived. All mortally challenged personnel, please be advised.
Yeah, 24-hour streams. That seems to be the only way that I can really like put time into a game or finish it. Then again, I would finish a lot more games if I didn't spend every other day playing Doom Eternal. But come on, look at how beautiful this game is. These assholes have so much health. You gotta take out their little gumball. Oh! Feed it back to him. I saw that guy spawn in. It's like, where's he gonna go? I thought he was gonna run under me. See Doom Eternal running on a 3080? I did. That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. It looked really good. It looked really good, and that was even through YouTube. So, yeah, I'm looking forward to the 3000 series, and then hopefully getting, like I was saying before, an HDMI 2.1 monitor. It's going to be a pretty good generational refresh, I think. I'm even, yeah, I need to also look at my, not that my CPU is never maxed out, but, you know, the march of time and all that. I've been exporting more videos just on my CPU, so maybe I need to look at my socket type and see if there's an absurd $20,000 server rack 18-core processor I can cram in there. Why not? You know? Why not? Fuck. I didn't want to do that. Oh, I didn't blow up his thing. I didn't blow up his biscus. Oh, there it goes. Alright. Gurgly sound. Boop. Okay, and I'm gonna jump when he comes around the car. Bullet through the brain. Alright. That's okay. That's okay, little zombie man. Happens to the best of us. Ended up buying the Avengers on a whim, and I'm surprised how much I'm enjoying the story. That game has some rough edges, though. Definitely enjoy that while you can. The story is very fun for the first 6 to 8 hours. I enjoyed it too. Yeah. Hello, Party Abe. Hello there. Hello there. I gotta work on my oboe. What just hit me? What just hit? Must have been a lost soul or something. Recently bought the Arkham games for $15, and I didn't think I'd enjoy them much, but dude, holy crap, they're awesome. Writing and gameplay. Yeah, the I don't know so much about the writing. There's a lot of it there, so that's good. But it is, you know, it's just people saying Batman things back and forth. But it's fun. It's fun. It keeps you going. And yeah, man, the gameplay, oh, it was so good. Holy moly. Arkham Asylum was such a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful experience when it came out. Yeah, and Origins, yeah, I think people have moved on from Origins, bashing on Origins. I think it was just burnout on that kind of game. People felt like there were too many. Yeah, the Scarecrow stuff is so neat. I love heady sequences like that. So, you know, not shocking that I enjoy Control a whole bunch. Boing. Huh? And now the game gets volatile. Because they gave me the ability to blow myself up. Oops. Fuck. I didn't see it over the shot I sent. Ugh, those hurt so much. Ah-ya. Jesus. Huh! Fuck. No! Oh, frick. What hit me? I wasn't getting shot from the front. I guess it was splash damage from one of the ones behind. Man. The second I saw all those dudes clumped up like that, I was like, fuck, man. They're just in a different configuration that's not going to be easy to hit with a rocket. Ugh. Fuck. Die already? Shit. Ugh. Is there another one? No, okay. Lame. I knew that Cacodemon was coming. I just like got pinned in. I don't know what to. I guess I had chainsaw. I could have just flung myself at the Cacodemon and chainsawed through his ass. Also, like it was an ice bomb instead of a frag. Like I was really hoping it was a frag. It was kind of my oh shit reaction to seeing them clumped up the way they were. And they were like already shooting at me. Usually they're fighting each other for a little bit, so you at least get one shot off where they're not staring at you. But that was a whoopsie. Now I get to go into the boom boom room without a safety net. That's okay, as long as I remember to have all my chainsaw and not freak out and use anything on the whiplash before I have to. That's kind of key. No, I know, jolly good fellow. That's on purpose. It's my stream source is 900p because my stream source is 900p. I am transcoding down to that. Fuck you! God damn it. Oh, okay. No, it's not another. Fuck. Shit. I thought it was a normal man. I thought the normal man was going to take a normal man's amount of damage and then I'd be able to glory kill him and get some health back. But that did not happen, did it? I took too long to kill that first whiplash, I think, is one of the bigger problems.
Against all the evil that hell can conjure.
Man.
All the wickedness
I was feeling it
that
too.
mankind can produce.
It's so...
We will send unto them Only you.
Planning on switching to Ryzen? No.
Rip and tear.
Why would I?
Until it is done.
It seems like a... I don't know, it seems to me like a weirdly arbitrary thing to ask. I'd have to reinstall Windows and shit.
Signal, and we'll mark it on your HUD.
Yeah. 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 Is it painful restarting? Only because the game's slower at the beginning. It's painful going back. Like, it's fun when the game starts moving and you have a lot of guns and you get a bigger health pool. It sucks to kind of go back to having to be really slow and careful. And have everything, I don't know, it's not spontaneous. Everything's kind of pretty well quantified at the beginning of the game. Ugh, my arms are so damp. I think I need to drink more water. I'm sweating so much right now. Not because of the game. I mean, partially because of the game, but it's just really goddamn hot. Yeah. The sun's being real right now, huh? Where are you? Yeah. First hour is like a tutorial. Yeah, it is. Like, you don't have dash. It's really just dash. Dash makes encounters so much more fun. This fight in particular feels tedious after a while. Yeah. I mean, at least it's fast. That's a decent warm-up, which is weird, because if you just died, you probably don't need to warm up.
The demonic consumption of Earth has been reduced by 36.
Yeah, it feels like 2016 ends after you get through that first room. Oh, it's like double jumping in 16, yeah. Yep. At least you start with double jump, but yes. The 2016 Ultra Nightmare run was similar. It was just really... It didn't feel like the game really kind of took off until you got double jump, really. Started getting a couple of Argent cells so that you didn't die in 2 hits. Your dumbass. Yeah. They got rid of the pistol from 2016? Yeah, it was pointless. Apart from, like, challenge runs. It is actually pretty cool to see them kind of revisit 2016's design and figure out how to add things, but also take things away. They figured out a way to, oh, it's still in there? You just gotta use a cheat engine to get it? That's interesting. Light Pasta. Thank you for the Prime, by the way. Wukos. Thank you for the Prime. Hope you're doing so well. I am, but boy am I damp. Boy am I just a wet boy right now. Leaving puddles on my, my armrests here. Oh, Falling Death at Argent Tower. Yeah, that was pretty classic Doom 2016 Ultra Nightmare run moment. Yeah, I remember that too. And that's when the game gets going. So that's kind of the most tragic death of all. I've had some freaky deaths in this game too. Some just very weird, have no idea what happened deaths. The game seems to just violate its own rules for a little bit. Yeah. Hey, 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 hey. Do you have AC? No. None. 0 AC. Here, King. 10 more subs? You're making a dangerous habit out of this. Thank you, though. Ah! The only AC I have is a floor unit, and it's getting hot enough. I should probably go turn it on. I was sort of feeling like, it's not so bad. It's just warm. I turn on a fan. I'll sip on ice water. I'll be fine. Trying to do my part, you know. They put out a warning asking people to conserve power because of the heat wave again. So, trying to... And Steph's got an AC unit running in the other room. One of those really I guess super inefficient floor units, but we only use it like 2 days out of the year, so the inefficiency I feel like isn't such a huge factor. Yeah, these are collectively my heated gamer moments because I am toasty. I'm like, it's like to the point where I don't even want to eat food if it's hot. It could be any video game character. Who would it be? I'd probably just pick someone immortal. Well, I guess in that regard, Doomslayer's pretty immortal, but he has to work so hard. You know, he's always running and shooting. I want to be a video game character that is immortal, but takes it easy all the time. Yeah, it's. So it is 101 Fahrenheit in parts of LA and like downtown. Oh, I didn't get the key. It's cooler on the west side of LA, which is where I am, closer to the ocean. It's like probably 90 something here. But yeah, no AC. No air conditioning. No AC Slater. No, not for me. Hiya. Alright. The weather's just too perfect in LA. All the time. For trivial things like air conditioning. How hot is it in your apartment? I don't know. It feels like maybe mid-80s. Hot enough to get like damp, but you can live through it if you want to.
Is a necessary step.
Id Rock. Oops, right. Thank you for the Prime sub. Damn it. Shit, I don't have enough shells. Also, that dude absorbed a lot of them, so thanks for that. One of those magic moments, see? Doom is kind of a randomizer on its own sometimes, with the way that AI can act. They're not 100% consistent, which is weird. Makes you think that there has to be some noise fed into the AI routine or the way that they spawn or something. Does it rain much? No, never. Almost never. This is a desert. Are there electric warnings like that all year, just when it's really hot? This is a new thing. I have never seen this before. Service providers sending out alerts and requests for people to stay away from peak hour usage, which is, you know, when the day is hottest. Which is weird, because it's like, you're telling us to not use electricity during the exact reason we need to use electricity at that time. Like, yeah. I guess it's like, we gotta turn off our secondary ice maker. I still keep thinking about that. I turned it off today, by the way, so do not fret. I am not so bougie yet that I will insist that I have my artisanal ice during a heat wave. California's infrastructure is insufficient and old. Well, no, come on. I mean, maybe, but what cities isn't? These are exceptional circumstances. Why would you build a system to tolerate more than it needs to? You're just throwing money into a problem that never happens. This is how every system on the planet Earth works, man. It's all designed to work within tolerances. And if you push any of the tolerances, yeah, the system's gonna start shaking and falling apart. So, I don't necessarily pin it on the infrastructure of California. Oh, you mean only for AC? Oh, you mean because of like home construction or something? This is an old home. That is kind of evident by some of the things I've seen living here. I mean, just to be clear, for all I know, you could be dead on the money. I know nothing about California state history or the infrastructure of its utilities. I just, these are like, not that this specific heat wave is a cause of that, even though all temperatures on the planet are directly a cause of this, but this is gonna happen everywhere soon, man. Global warming is it's gonna start testing a lot of cities, whether it's because of water or like stronger storms. It's gonna change everything. Everything's gonna start breaking because it wasn't made to be in this environment. But that's a bigger topic that hopefully doesn't need to be bit off just now. pretty rare. Hasn't been consistently this hot in about 20 years. Well, yeah, I mean, the data's all there. Yeah, don't remind me. I know. I didn't mean to push extreme fatalism into everyone's heads. Lord knows I don't need it either, but everyone seems... there's a lot of people who are just like, so it gets 2 degrees hotter, so what? I feel like sometimes it's that.
UAC would like to thank you for your support.
It is what it is, as depressing as that is. Yeah, Nutbuster. That's gonna be the thing, for sure. When there's supposed to be an El Nino year in Minnesota? What does that mean? Like, I remember doing a book report on the El Nino La Nina phenomenon, so I remember slightly about the dynamic of it. Hot and damp? Ugh. Perfect combination. Hot and damp. Gotta love it. Yeah, I don't know. I could go with a really good thunderstorm. We get like, I want to say, we get like 4 good rainy days in LA a year. And I could probably go with 4 good rainy days a month. I got needs. There's a cold wave that wrecked people's homes in Chicago. Toilet, wow. It was getting under freezing inside people's houses. That's a spicy meatball. Oh. Actually, I guess that's a chili meatball. I love the rain too. It's so comfy. Yeah, dude, you gotta relax.
The UAC.
What a juke! That dude just like gave me the sweet moves. I swear it didn't rain in the summer for like 3 months around Toronto. Man, we need that sweet, sweet rain. I don't think I've ever heard thunder since moving to LA either.
Forget about the future. To suffer is to...
Haven't had a heat wave like this in LA for a long time. Yeah, that's why it's so unprecedented. But hopefully, it's just these couple of days, and then we're done. Yeah, the lawn here is not looking too hot either, or rather, it's looking very hot because yeah, it's getting baked. I can see like dead spots and stuff starting to pop out. I mean, that might also be because I turned off the water, the sprinklers for a couple days during the last heat wave. The water company said, hey, if you guys could not use as much water, that'd be great, because we actually use a lot of electricity to pump water. I was like, oh, okay. So, turned off the lawn system for a couple of days. Wasn't there a drought a few years ago? Yeah, there was. I guess that finally worked its way through. Seems like it's interesting how like you just have to kind of wait on headlines because all the rainfall happens somewhere else, and then it fills a water table and things get better. When I went to LA, it rained the whole state, and it rained and the whole state looked at it in awe. Quite funny coming from the UK. Yeah, we are a simple people. The sky is filled with sun and maybe a cute little wispy cloud, and that is it. Nothing else is allowed. How are all of our hot LA broads going to tan in the sun if it's raining? That's our chief cultural export. Babes. Contributes a lot to the annual GDP. Babe commodities are way up. Makes me want to watch Earth Girls Are Easy. That's a weird and fun movie. It's like it's kind of like a stupid fratty 80 parties movie, but trying to be for women a little bit. I don't know that has
nearby. She is inside that demonic citadel.
why am I blanking on his name?
Location on your HUD.
Jeff Goldblum. Has he ever been hunkier? Yeah, with Jeff Goldblum. That's important. He was pretty jacked in The Fly, but wasn't very hunky.
The gathering of Hell Priests is located just above your location. My scans indicate there is a lift at the center of this facility.
Thank you, Virus with Shoes. Thank you for validating. He was pretty hunky in Jurassic Park. Yeah, but I mean, compared to Earth Girls Are Easy, where there's like straight up beefcake shots of the man. Like his reveal when he's all like cleanly shaven and his hair's done and he's looking fresh. Just like, yowza. Damn, Jeff. Didn't know it was like that. But now it is.
Is present at this gathering, but when outside of her domain, she is by all accounts indestructible.
From this day forward, babes and fellas are only getting hotter. I kind of agree with that. I mean, I think like plastic surgery and corrective surgery notwithstanding, I think that like as we get, maybe there is some cultural lift to like just small things like YouTube tutorials and fitness information and like all this stuff getting more broadly accessible. Maybe people by and large are getting hotter because hotness tech is improving. Yeah, better nutrition. Yeah, maybe like cultural attitudes towards that changing too. Like, very random thought, but usually like most cultures want their babies to be fat and their kids to be fat because it means they're healthy. Maybe because you know, I think that stuff gets baked in from coming from lean times. Yeah, Ring Fit, always Ring Fit. Beat Saber out there. Change the topic real fast. For streaming, do you recommend having an upload speed higher than 10? Not necessarily. If streaming is all you're doing, it just has to be consistent. Like to Twitch, 6 is all you get, so 10 is fine, provided that it's consistently 10, and not like dipping to 4 or 5 sometimes. That's what really messes it up. Problem is, like, everyone sells it by bandwidth, not by uptime or consistency. There's a huge difference in all sorts of knowledge gaps between people who grew up with the internet and without. Yeah, I mean, it's interesting because I feel like it's been a net benefit, but I also feel like the internet has given rise to some like pretty powerful information manipulation techniques. So I don't know. I feel like by and large, people still having daily access to free and largely accurate information is a great thing. And I guess, I don't know, this doesn't feel like a phase, this just feels like the internet now. Like, there's always going to be a QAnon, just because that's how people are. Although maybe, I don't know, maybe given enough time, that'll natural selection itself. Like, if you're on a date with somebody and they start going off about QAnon, your dick crawls inside of its body or your vagina snaps closed, and therefore, those genetics don't stick around. Maybe. She Thick, there is a Sir Lars subreddit, but I don't know who made it, and I don't have the access to it, so... I don't know how to save my family members from the QAnon shit. I don't know that you can. I don't know that... I've thought a lot about that. I don't know. On some level, like... You're, like, even philosophically, are you meant to, you know? They sort of choose what to believe, and that's what they're choosing. Yeah, QAnon is this vast conspiracy theory supported by... It's culty, if not a straight-up cult, but essentially somebody masquerading as a secret government source called QAnon will spread all these weird conspiracy theories and like tweet out all these fuzzy pictures, or tweet. It's not even really tweeting. Put out all these really fuzzy pictures and random like encrypted codes and shit to make people think that there's somebody on the inside giving them the real scoop. It essentially revolves around Hollywood elites being pedophiles and running a sex trafficking ring for kids. Yeah. It's the darker side. The existence and prevalence of it is certainly the darker side of free information and information propagation. And it was really only a matter of time until something like that happened. Yeah. And of course it's all of the conspiracies are tied towards Donald Trump being the one who will fix the system and is on the inside. And the problem is there's been doing a bit of digging, it's easy to disprove it, but who wants to bother? Yeah, that's not fun. It's so enticing to feel like you're on the inside or you're part of a secret, especially since that makes you feel kind of smugly superior to all the other sheeple idiots who are just merely playing along and enabling these horrible, horrible crimes. Like, I get the appeal. I do. And you can make anything seem really interesting if it's edited well. So, yeah. That's information warfare. That's what it is. This is what it looks like. This is the cyberpunk future. There's a whole group of cultists online that believe in some crazy shit, and they vote. Wake up, sheeple. And that's the wake up, sheeple line is such a powerful mental hook. That's kind of like part of any sticky conspiracy theory, is that this notion that there is a world that the idiots live in, but you're on the inside now. You believe in the machine god? That's kind of what it is, right? I never thought about that. There's a Wizard of Oz aspect to it, but this is people essentially believing in, not necessarily worshiping, but believing in messages as dispatched by computer. Pretty neat. Wolfman 50. Well, it's horrible, but it's neat. Wolfman 55. Thank you for the prime. El Derpo. Oh, El Derpo. Excuse me. I tried to make that much more cultural than it intended to be. Thank you for the prime. Hey, Lango. Am I a sheeple? No. Yeah. I mean, people want to feel important. People want to feel smart. People want to feel like they're doing something with their lives. Crafted messages like that kind of satisfy all those conditions. So do religions. So do video games. Yeah, American culture is wild. It really is. It's, I promise this is not political. This is going to be a positive thing, alright? I'm not doing it. I'm not. Before it, like, if you're getting antsy, and I could understand why you might bring up topics like this, I promise. I'm going to keep this light. I will. I promise. However, no. No, no, no! No! We're just having good times playing Dooms, that's it. It's an interesting exercise. If I wanted to, no, Home Dillis, you didn't start anything. We're just chatting, man. And also, I'm being dramatic. It is an exercise in individual freedoms pushed basically to their limits, I think. There's a lot of positives with that, but I think we're also seeing some of the negatives of just raw, unabated, like a culture whose bedrock is the power of self and the power of freedom and choice over certain virtues like societal positives or societal what's the word, pro-social, I guess, beliefs. Something like Japan would, I think, be the mathematical opposite, where the entire culture is focused around suppressing individual gratitude or individual freedom and volition in service of the greater peace, really. And to some degree, that has a lot of negatives too. So to me, it's fascinating to sort of appreciate the two approaches to, like, even cultural philosophy, and see how it settles out. Because I have to imagine, I can imagine growing up in a place like Japan and then feeling like your entire life you've had to just be reserved and drawn, and everyone thinks the same, and no one's allowed to rock the boat, and just being really resentful of that. I could see that. That would probably be me. I don't have the plasma yet. Duke Atreides, thanks for the prime. Although, now that I think about it, that's kind of what conservative Christian America's like. There's sort of one homogenous culture. There's a lot of, like, social song and dance that is pretty insincere. The whole thing of, like, seeing somebody in the strip club on Saturday night and then saying hi to them at church on Sunday.
Enable you to utilize the full functions of your command station.
Cloak City, thanks for the prime sub. People just understand that if we see you in trouble, doesn't matter your affiliation, we will do whatever we can to help you, no matter your views or how you see things. Oh, are you espousing your particular world culture? Are you playing my indie fighting game? Sword main? Sure. If I get time. He said playing Doom Eternal for the 80th time, but yeah. What do you have a little team? You guys put together a little indie game, a little game jam? For conservatives, it's not the collective, it's the church and God. Yeah, I guess you're right. Yeah, you have to live in service to this thing, and that's the cultural good. I guess, well, from the way I was brought up and the culture I grew up in, the two were the same. If you live in service to God, you will incidentally bring about pro-social change, and that the injection of God into all things is always a positive. That's kind of how I see things. It's a good way to see things. I think there are complications. There are complicated life situations that can put even seemingly those very simple concepts to the test. But certainly the idea of offering help when it's needed to anyone, regardless, is a noble idea. Me in Iceland and a guy in Poland are developing a game. I'm the animator. Oh, well, yeah. I would love to check that out. You can whisper it to me or email me. First.lastname@gmail, so orange.sonntag@gmail.com. I may not reply right away. I'm pretty bad at that. A little scatterbrained, I think, when it comes to some of the more managerial tasks. I don't know why. It's not really managerial, is it? I don't know. I guess I don't really set aside time to, like, correspond, and maybe I should. Maybe I just need to set aside 30 minutes a day to write to people. Just kind of do it as needed. It's not that dissimilar to the US, just less extreme and a lot less in the public eye. What is that, Chalks? I'm sorry, I'm only catching partial messages. But you see what I mean? Do you see what I mean? It's possible to discuss these things and not have it get uncomfortable. But that's pretty much as far as I can go, I think. The way I was taught, just try even if things look bad. Yeah, I mean, even still, it's like, the complications are not what you perceive. Complications, I think, go a teensy bit beyond that. I'm trying to think of a way to mess that up. Okay, here's, like, I'm gonna fake trolley it. And this was actually a really interesting psychological study I remember, is that, what if there are two... You can only dedicate your time to one thing at a time, right? And you like to think like, oh, I'm just out walking to the grocery store, and then there's someone hurt on the sidewalk. Why, yes, I would stop and help them. But what if you're late for a meeting? What if there's two people hurt and you can only help one of them? Like, there's just... It gets messy, man. Not that you need convincing of that, and certainly don't let me talk you out of having a positive, constructive, and helpful mindset. I think the other thing that... the other reason I remember that getting messy is, like... It's one thing to try and be vigilant and recognize problems when they arrive in your life. It's another to, like, then try to go out and seek problems to solve. And who's to say
You're
how
not
much
scared,
time
are ya?
you should spend between just living your life and waiting for problems to drop in your lap when maybe your circumstances have conspired to make a lot of problems invisible. I don't know. I'm only doing all this stuff because I get in my own head a lot about it. It's a constant evaluation process, at least for me. Trying to live a moral life. This is why there are so many Good Samaritan motorcycle videos. They're just cruising around. Yeah? I didn't know that. That's neat, though. It is nice if you know, have a bit of a spill or something that somebody comes along and just like, hey, are you okay? Thoughts on spicy ramen?
There is a sentinel power
I like a
cord
little
nearby.
bit of a kick to my
You can
ramen, but
use
I
it
don't
to
like it so
activate the map
spicy that
and
the
clear a path
spiciness
forward.
dominates all the other flavors. Especially since ramen is so fatty and savory and delicious. I feel like if it's too spicy, then I get the mouthfeel of the fat, but I don't get the flavor anymore. What's your dream motorcycle? Pretty much what I have now. An electric motorcycle that's really fast and looks pretty cool. Thoughts on crack? It's a cheap pick-me-up. Unless you have some G Fuel on hand. I realize I haven't plugged it today. 30% off, you guys. I'm plugging it excessively because I have a big discount code this weekend, so I promise I will lay off in the future, but hey, if you've ever wanted G Fuel, now's the time to get it. And if you've ever had questions about this miraculous product that will boost your gamer score overnight, I am here to answer them for you. Because I am a G Fuel sponsor? No, G Fuel sponsoring me. I guess that means the same thing. When can we expect G Floss? I could use some G Floss. Having used a couple of different styles of floss now, I'm getting into floss life. It's a good lifestyle change, but I have yet to find decent floss that doesn't shred and doesn't break. I need a new flavor recommendation. I really like Sonic's Peach Rings because it reminds me that I love Sonic and also it's delicious. But I also like peach things. On that note, peach iced tea is really good. But I think for me, the biggest thing's probably watermelon. I still really like watermelon just a whole lot. Buy a water flosser. Maybe I should. Maybe I should. And I guess then I wouldn't be using like plastic on the packaging or anything either. I just have my device. Does a water flosser really get everything out? Because my teeth can be a little bunched. Sometimes it can be rough to like work the floss in and back out. A lot of the times, like working it back out is when either the thread shreds or the floss breaks. Satin tape. I mean, maybe that's. I don't know if that's what I was using or not. Let's see here. Satin tape. Okay, no, that's different. That's different than what I was using. I was using the one that had that really goofy looking, like, Spider-Man 3 font on the front. Weird. It's so much better than regular flossing? Really? Shit, man. Maybe I should get a water pick then. They're great at removal, but I found it less satisfying than tape. Yeah, just blast your teeth with a pressure washer. Okay. That's a PS3. Oh, no wonder it wasn't flossing my teeth. Dang it. Oh, it was a PS3 this whole time. Do water picks cause bleeding? I mean, I guess I mean, typically your gums bleed a little bit if you don't floss and then you start, just because they're sensitive. But my gums are pretty resilient right now. All right, I have to use the bathroom, so I'm going to use a break, which means you get to enjoy the sound of summer. Oh, we get to come back during somebody talking about hackers and hackings. Oh, hey guys. Hey. I'm refreshed. Bladder's empty. Ate 2 eggs and a pear. So I've got healthy, quality nutrition coursing through my veins. What do I got? What do I got to shoot here? This thing go burnt on purpose. Yeah, it does. It does. It doesn't have to, but the people have demanded it. And I am but a humble public servant. You sidestepped. Oh, he did it. He looked really cool doing it too. That's what annoys me. Is when the demons look cooler than I do. I don't like that. Shouldn't be allowed. Fuck. Hey. Alright, somebody mentioned me. I will address your question shortly. Okay. Managed to talk to Robads about a collab. Motherfucker came into stream last night. Not yet, no. I mean, I've had... my stomach's doing that thing where just like... It's not like a burp. It's like my body's trying to burp, but there's no air to burp. But my body's like, you know what? We should try again. And then it just like... My diaphragm just like kind of clenches up. You know how like you get that like midsection like chunk whenever you belch out real good? I don't know. This is too much information. Anyway. No, I just haven't gotten around to it. My bad. I need to DM him. I guess to some degree I'm afraid to approach him with a half-baked idea. But you know, this is how cool things happen, so I just need to get off my ass and do it. Diaphragm spasm a little bit. Reflux, no acid comes up. That's the thing. Like, it's not, I don't get heartburn, because yeah, acid reflux is a thing. That's just where you feel like kind of burny, and yeah. And I've gotten that before when I like drink a lot or I have terrible hangover, but yeah, it's more like a diaphragm spasm. And I certainly I don't have indigestion. My guts are churning pretty well these days. You know, I think owing to the aforementioned adjustments in diet. So I have speculated this before. I haven't really tested it, but I think it's just caffeine. Like, I think that's how my body reacts to caffeine. I get like diaphragm spasms. Google says it's constipation. That can't be right. I mean, in the interest of being elegant, refined, and maintaining a certain amount of decorum, all I will say is that, you know, it's like a train station down there. Everything's on time. WebMD says you got cancer. Ah, shit. Now I gotta deal with that. Ovarian cancer. Damn, dude. Bubonic plague? All of it. Yeah, Kirk Okada, you've nailed it. Icarus, thank you for the Prime sub, by the way. Homerton, thank you for gifting out 5 subs. Thank you for... Lately, there's been a lot of people. Yeah, I take big shits, you guys. You think I take small shits? I don't. They're big. They're big. But yeah, there's been a lot of people just dropping gift subs here and there. I really appreciate it. I really do. Thank you. Oh. It's... Huh. I feel like those haven't been showing up a lot lately. 823. Do I remember dying there to a Kakadine? Yes! I do remember that. That's when I'm pretty sure I died to this explosive barrel. No, it doesn't show other player deaths anymore. It only shows your own deaths. And even then, I feel like I haven't been seeing those that much. And I've been dying plenty, so I don't know what that's all about. So, yeah, I don't know. I do wish it would synchronize all the other player deaths like it did in 2016. That was a fun little thing. It made the experience feel less solitary too. Like there were all these other people struggling and failing, just as much as you were. Sonic 24-hour stream gave people that itch to gift subs. I hope so. That's always good. In addition to being excellent at video games, bizarrely one of the more not talked about skills, I think, as a streamer is like, one, you got to cultivate an audience, and then two, you got to like come up with an environment or some sort of like, well, you don't have to, but it's certainly in your interest to come up with an environment or some sort of ritualistic activity that encourages people to spend money. ADH degenerate. thanks for the sub. Appreciate you. Gift subs are good for giving me that spending cash so I can go to Vegas and blow money. But real subs, that's where the retirement account's gonna come into play. Real subs are the 401k of Twitch. Dang it. Golly. Dude! The concept they had during the 24-hour stream made it fun to gift subs, and the fact that it was going to charity as well. Yeah. That's I never thought about that. Of like getting people into the habit of it. Or using an event like that to sort of establish the expectation or the behavior pattern that that's what happens. But yeah, that's kind of what I like, is coming up with an interactive system that does have money giving at some part of it, because you know that's the job at some point. Still gotta pay rent. Only sub to you and Bruce. You guys make quality content. I'm glad to hear that, Leon. I remember some creative talking about having 100 $1 patrons is better than having 10 $10 ones because the former is more stable if people drop off. That makes sense. Yeah. I don't think you get to pick though. Like I don't know that there's a whole lot that an individual can do to change the base of people that elect to support them monetarily, aside from just incidentally appealing to particular demographic groups. That said, you know, I think you can certainly target a particular demographic or audience. But it's interesting. I feel like so much of streaming and so much of online content is built around authenticity. So, to some degree, the audience seems pretty good at detecting when people are being inauthentic. So, there is an interesting set of there's some bumpers put on it where if you buy your nature or the content you make, provided you can make it with authenticity, you can like vary in your window a little bit about who you want to appeal to, and essentially you have direct control over the messaging you have about trying to get them to throw money at you, obviously. But yeah, in terms of like who you're gonna grab on Patreon, I imagine it has to like come down to what your output is and the makeup of the people who want to consume that output, how much money they have to give away, and how willing they are to do it. And I think people don't last. Once you lose that, people lose trust. That's a good point, Chalks. I agree with that too. The something that's unique, I think, specifically about Twitch is the uptime forces you, like, your mask is gonna slip sooner or later, whether you want it to or not, no matter how quality the mask is. Authenticity is hard labor through lots of study and good diet. I like that. You gotta wake up in the early in the morning, get your daily stretches in, listen to that Creed album, eat your eggs and pears, get ready for a long day of being authentic. You think Alana would like this? I'm working on fan art for her. This is a pre-sketch prize. I don't want to show the sketch of Alana yet. I mean, it looks good. Are you asking me if she would like a picture of me? Or is this sort of like compilation? I see some other things in the borders there. Hey, Belzette, welcome. I'm like a passive-aggressive Jewish mother. I won't force you into doing something like subbing, but I will make you feel guilty if you don't. Absolutely. I don't know, I like to think I'm a little more overt. I've made it clear on multiple occasions that I don't care about people who don't give me money. Oh, it's Francis. Oh, I thought it was me. Holy crap. Alright, well, my bad. It was the mouth, I think. Haha. It is of York. You're right. Oh, I think she would love that. I can't believe that. Oh, man. Hold on, let me look at that again. I mean, I guess the chin's a little pointier. Am I I'm not wrong though, right? That does kind of look like me. Am I crazy? Do I want to be York Morgan that bad? Maybe I do. Gonna run and hold on a minute. Gonna run and get alcohol to finish drunk streaming some art for Robaz. Oh, that sounds cool. Okay, it's not just me then. All right. Okay, my bad for insinuating that then. Because that is excellent, and I guarantee you she would love it. It's very thoughtful. That's what's good about it. As Alana is a huge Deadly Premonition fan. Do you think E3 is basically dead, and it would be a good idea to make a new to break in a new event to bring the AAA companies? That's kind of already happening. I think really what's happening is AAA companies are just creating their own communications platforms, which was going to happen sooner or later. Just Corona and E3 royally fumbling the ball multiple times kind of pushed everyone there a little bit earlier than it was going to happen anyway, so E3 was just going to be a collection of everyone airing their own self-produced preview compilations for the next year. Interestingly, the thing that E3 can't do... Yeah, Jeff Keighley's got to eat. No, he's getting his money. What E3 can't do is physically get a bunch of media outlets in the same spot. This is something that I became keenly aware of based on Stephanie's work with Cyberpunk this year. The complications involved in not having a bunch of people in a room where you can sit them down at a physical station and have them play software. The implications of distributing a demo build or streaming the build, like, these are all new problems to solve. And most of the solutions are less than ideal than having a bunch of PCs that are like locked, chained to the floor, and inviting people in to play a build. So you can like then take the PC back and make 100% sure there's no breach of security. And it's just more efficient too. Everyone's in one place in the same time zone for the same purpose, and it just makes it really efficient. Hey, what the hell? Hey, jeez. Thing is, like, marketing is going to exist regardless. E3 was a convenient hub to do marketing around, but marketing does not need E3 to continue. I think 2020 has proven that. Why not just limited time demos that lock after a certain date? Because then you have code out in the wild. Then people will data mine it, and then you have to deal with all these goddamn annoying headlines about it. And then people get it in their heads that, like, since this was in the beta, then that means it's going to be in the final game, and then they get pissed off because you promised that it would be in the final game, even though they got that shit from some data leak website that somebody clickbaited on YouTube. Broken promises again. The demo did not... Ah, what the shit? So anyway, that's why. Fuck, man. Why is that little thing there? Shit! Fuck! Nothing's dying. I don't understand it. Maybe my shots are all missing or something. Ugh, okay. You can see their ass is already splitting up. It's kind of crazy to just surround you. Ah. Ugh. Fuck. Didn't kill him? Oh, maybe it did. Fuck. Shit. Ah, I went back twice. through the thing. How did that do so much damage? I wasn't that low on life, was I? That really sucks. What? Man, one melee. That's really, really disheartening. Jesus. Yeah. It's not colored yet, so hopefully it'll look more like him. You can put a York quote in there. Yeah. No, that's a good touch. And I remember you describing that before. I think she'll like it a lot. Is Flavor Town just hell? No. Anything that gets you closer to Guy is not hell. Man, disappointing. Disappointing. I don't know, that whole fight didn't feel right. Sometimes it just doesn't flow. I don't know what it is. You're pretty low? Oh, you got clipped going in to start killing the Revenant? Oh, okay. There was a hit I didn't remember taking then. Yeah, I shouldn't have gone in like that.
The hub has several
Kind of
areas
violating my
power
own
constraints.
rules.
Once power has been restored, you will be able to access the entire
Darn it.
ship.
Well, it won't matter if I just beat the whole game.
Sentinel energy levels rising. Re-establishing power to core and supplementary systems.
Did you die? Yes. There is a rune in the game that lets you die once. Oh, shit. I didn't do it in the right order. Oh yeah, you gotta go get the freezy grenades and then come back. Yeah, the first rune I take is the one that lets me die once, just to get further. So, now I've used it, so I can't die anymore. Wah.
Modification to your equipment launcher has been completed. Once fired, the bomb will douse nearby enemies in freezing gases. You'll have to manually toggle the launcher to fire either ice bombs or fragments.
I think the other thing is I need to be more paranoid about taking damage. Just not taking damage. What are your tips to remedy sore forearms from hardcore gaming sessions? Clench the controller less hard. I don't know. You might be getting tendonitis. Is it the muscles in your forearms or is it the tendons? Like, do you feel like your arms are tingly, or do your arms hurt? That might also be a posture issue too. I used to get sore forearms, but that was like when I was playing drums on Rock Band and had really bad posture and stuff. Ah! Man. Nothing's coming out when I want it to. I don't know, my hands are going weird. My hands gotta be so weird. What the heck? Do finger push-ups and holdies? I mean, sometimes. The solution to pain is not always get stronger. Especially when it comes to something that doesn't involve strength, like playing video games. So, stretching I think would be good. Wrist stretches, do this thing, this thing, back stretch maybe. Stronger drugs. Yeah, I guess. Yeah, just take painkillers. Cultist base. Cultist base. Used to deliver firewood as a job. Damn. Push-ups are good for certain wrist pain as well. Oh, really? I would think it'd be the opposite. Push-ups can put a lot of like weight on your wrist, depending on how you do them. But hey, man, yeah, drink G Fuel. G Fuel is a miracle cure. Buy an accessible controller? Yeah, that's something you could do. I've thought a lot about that. When my body gets to the point where it doesn't want me to be able to tap buttons real fast anymore. I drink too much G Fuel. Don't drink too much G Fuel. Space it out. It'll save you money, and maybe make it so you don't get a little fried out on caffeine. Can't do push-ups, do planks on your forearms, and clench your abdomen. I mean, how is that going to help somebody's forearm pain? Are we just saying here are exercises you can do? Man, I'm not a doctor. I mean, unironically, you could just go talk to your doctor. I imagine get tendon issues and something like Deep Mania. I think it's like, oh, if they physically can. Okay, but like, yeah, I mean, I guess. I thought the issue was still like forearm pain from gaming. There's like, it's the tendons in like the wrist and stuff that like are connected to the fingers that get exhausted if you're like doing this a lot or doing this a lot, like curling in your hands. And that's what you do a lot when you're playing games. I feel like maybe switch to mouse keyboard could actually, although I've heard people have wrist issues with using a mouse too, so ugh. My aim is just really bad all of a sudden too. You know, get a wrist pad. I mean, that's not going to help you with a controller. But yeah, or don't take random advice from strangers and consult a doctor. That would certainly be my advice. But nonsense. Why waste your time going to the doctor when you've got at least 420 nice trained professionals sitting in a chat room? God didn't want me to game 16 hours a day, he wouldn't have made games so good. You're right. He wouldn't have invented a human race that has the capacity to invent such marvelous, wonderful, beautiful video games. So really, it's an affront to God to not play all these video games. Oh, mouse and keyboard can require too much dexterity. I could see that. For me, it's like, it required some transition for sure. I remember when I first went to PC, I played everything with a gamepad. Everything. Even like Quake 2. It was not a good fit. Eventually moved over to mouse, but I was intimidated by mouse keyboard.
Strong enough to survive this cursed suit.
It's like keyboards and mice. Well, mice are designed to be used like mice. Keyboards are not really designed to use them the way that they're used in PC games. They're designed for typing. So there is something to be said for the innate ergonomics of a controller, because it is designed for exactly what it's used for most of the time. Could be. Thanks for gifting subs. 5 subs. Could be. That's a lot of subs. But I thank you for it. Watch me beat this game. Watch me beat this now. That support was what I needed. This is what I do. This is how I hold my my audience captive. I play bad on purpose unless people give me money. Fine. I just won't beat the game then. See how you assholes like it. Shit. Play with two controllers and do push-ups on both? This is some king tier gaming. That's how Julius Caesar played his games. Listen to your doctors. I agree. Crohn's has given me hell and has attacked different parts of my body for 13 years, not just my stomach. For months I had to wear a splint for my wrist as I worked on a computer while being customer support, and my nerves and joints in the wrist were in chronic pain. The doctor advised it, and the splint helped a lot. Yeah, I was... This is more down the doctor path, but yeah, I think like a wrist brace would probably help if you... Again, it depends on the nature of the pain, which is, you know, not a doctor. Mass Cylinder, thank you for the Prime sub. Go to a doctor. I'll just leave it there. Better start getting good or I'm gonna revoke my sub. Well, then I'll just get worse. Oh, is that a Dark Side Phil tactic? If I know one thing, it's that Dark Side Phil unlocked the potential of streaming long before I even thought about it as a concept. So, if old DSP did something, then that means I gotta do it too. Because clearly he was onto something. Show your dick? Yes. Yes, I will. Like my idol, DSP. I will, and it's gonna be awesome. You guys don't even know. You guys don't even know how good I'm gonna be at jerking off on stream accidentally. I'm gonna be the best. I'm gonna be a Pokemon gym master, but for accidentally jerking off on stream. Oh, we got full dick. We got the full weenie from, that means that, like, DSP and Pro Jared are in a very exclusive club. Streamers where, while you're watching them, you can pull up a picture of their dick and stare right at it. And be like, that dick belongs to the man who is currently playing Final Fantasy 13 or whatever. Interesting. Ooh. Hello there, Angry Skull. It's my favorite enemy. It's just a really angry skull that screams and flies at you. Rah! Oh, a Twitch plugin idea? Dick roulette. You click on a streamer. Has their dick been posted online? You click, ah! Yep, there it is. Did the guy thing of avoiding a doctor for the first 16 years of my life with bad Crohn's, and I damn near killed myself. Taken me this long, I'm 31 now, to get myself back to okay-ish health. Get yourself into your doctors, people. For sure, for sure. It's easy to feel disincentivized, especially if you live in the good old US of A, where you should simply just not be sick. But, yeah. If something's dragging down your quality of life, there are no magic cures out there. Well, I mean, opioids pretty much make everyone feel pretty sweet all the time, but neglecting that, there are no magic cures, so don't go to the doctor and expect to walk out with a patch that fixes everything, but it'll start you down the path, and that's the important thing. It's just taking that first step. To your CVS to pick up your hydrocodone prescription. No. No. We don't do that here. We are not getting hooked on opioids. Let's see. Just saw this and I want to hear opinions because I think it's crazy to have this mentality. I feel like you should spend $1,000 minimum on a first date. I'm sure to some people that's normal. I'm sure to some people, but not this people. It seems like a rough way to live. I mean, and like that's something that's almost said. That's almost something that's like it's said to be dunked on, you know. Sounds like maybe our relationships or something. I know it's not, but like I feel increasingly the more time I spend on the internet that there's a whole class of content that's made, fabricated specifically so that it's shared and like so people can be like, look at this asshole, you know. That seems a little too easy to dunk on, which makes me think it's meant to be dunked on, you know. shit. Oh, it's getting messy. Shit, man. Don't get stuck on the wall. Ugh. I got very lucky. This other Mancubus should probably have nailed me like 2 or 3 times. Whew. Sometimes I feel like the AI just decides it's time for you to suffer, and they swarm you. Sometimes they kind of hold off, and I wish I knew. I wish I knew what the difference was. $1,000 first date? Sure. I'm buying myself a 3080 and a new motherboard. Taking myself on a sweet-ass date to PC building, yeah. That's what you do, is you invite your date to watch you while you click things on Newegg. Talk about how cool that RTX is gonna be. Oh wait, hold on a minute. If somebody spent $1,000 on the first date, I'd feel mad and uncomfortable. Like it's getting too serious too fast. Same here. I would, I think I could probably talk myself into being okay with it, but it would always be looming, right? It's like, something is expected for this, or you're like demonstrating something that, I'm concerned about what message you think this is sending. Is I guess where my head would be at the whole night. What are you trying to tell me with this? Still hard to build a PC? I didn't ever think it was that hard, frog lore. Once spent $80 on a sushi meal to go, got 2 bottles of wine for another $60 so we could have a nice movie night with a Tinder date. She put on a movie with a bunch of rape scenes. I left the leftovers with her. Holy crap. Did she know that was the movie? Or was it just like a rough pick? I mean, not her fault if she was just like, this looks interesting, and then it ended up being wild. Yeah. I would buy a new gun. Let's go to the gun shop. Actually, hey, I mean, if that seems like it would be a good first date for a really compatible couple. Hey, what's up, Undead Mesh? Smelly? How dare you? Actually, I might be a little smelly right now. It's really hot in LA. Okay. Maybe I'll freeze the shield man instead. Rely on pain giver. Yeah. Whoa, you're already up here. That worked out pretty well. Oh, Jesus! Went to the next gun automatically. Ah, well. Fuck, those snake ladies. Yeah. The Whiplash are fun. They're the first kind of enemy where... no. They're the first kind of enemy where once you see them, you kind of have to drop whatever you're doing and kind of adjust. I feel like this is the game sort of introducing you to that concept that it's going to throw no shit but shit enemies at you. And actually a lot of them. You gotta start learning how to adapt to different combat styles. And then learning how to adapt to different combat styles mixed together. Like you got a Whiplash and something else. Ooh. Soap. Wait, what? Dog I put down got dumped because the chemistry wasn't there. Because my dog died 2 days before and my parents sent me the goodbye video. When my new monitor came in today, everything's looking up. Ah, soap. Well, if somebody's gonna walk away from you over something like that, I guess it's good they did it early as opposed to dragging it out, but that I'm sorry you're having a rough time. But it sounds like it's getting a little bit better. You know, new monitor. What'd you get? Also, hello. Hold on. XSP Noble. Alright, I didn't know if that built into anything. Dang it. I knew there was an upgrade I wasn't buying. Okay, this is the first, like, fun fight. The first real fight. Definitely high probability I will die a fight. I don't know, I'm just feeling slow today. I'm just feeling slow. Feeling groovy, which is fine. I'm having a great time playing, you know? The tension's real low, feeling mellow, just enjoying some demon clicking, but it does mean I'm not necessarily hyper on point. Oh, oops! But we'll see how it goes. I need to remember to go right instead of left, so that the Hell Knight doesn't jump directly on my neck. I also am short on rockets. Okay, alright. I need to remember, chainsaw everything. Chainsaw tiny guys, even if I don't need to, it's a free glory kill. And at least I get a little relaxment.
My brothers and
That's a
sisters, but he is weak. Your hate must match his will. Only then will you be truly saved.
4 rockets. Yeah. Shit. Wait, where'd it go? Yeah. Out. Shit! There's another Mancubus. There you are. I really want to find something to chainsaw. You! Didn't... What? Man. Okay, you can die. Man, come on, dude. Yeah. I was in the middle of switching weapons. I got a next upgrade to get for sure. I kind of like dragging the end of this fight out a little bit so I can hear this music. Just shove it. Oh, that's such a good one. Shoots his stupid little dumb fart balls at you. You're stupid. Stupid, fat, stupid man. Alright. Okay. You know, alright. I feel like I dealt with that okay. I'm still a little antsy about loosing a rocket salvo and then not knowing if I can depend on that enemy being dead or not. But that's you know, that's part of the game. It's part of the game. The AI is pretty good about moving around. I swear. Hold on, let me check something. All right. I have a 70-inch picture of a tree frog on my wall. Does it have a name? Is it a guardian spirit of some kind? Do you feel like having this frog gives you a benediction or blessing or protection of some sort. Yes, absolutely remember this. Without this, there is no passing the boom boom room or the fuck pit. I prefer my my family-friendly name. As we discussed previously, this is a Christian stream. I have a picture of Hatsune Miku, also 70-inch.
Your salvation lies in his destruction. The myth of the Slayer's strength is exposed now to us. Can you see it, brothers? He has lost the resolve to continue. Eat his soul. I must survive this. Protect me in my time of need.
Oh, Tina, you gotta make dinner. All right.
Place in the new world.
Your contributions to chat are more than welcome. Thank you for dropping by. Love the extra reach you get from glory kills. Oh yeah, he hates just a little bit more and allows him to zoom right there. Sorry.
Shotgun is nearby.
I got a little water in my throat.
From your past.
Now it's decided to cinch up.
Hidden from you in this remote location.
Damn you, priests. Damn you, priests. Alright, this is it. This is the room. This decides whether this is a run or not. Alright, so there's another gas down there. Yeah, let me run my rune back. I hate this room. I do too. It's really bad. But it's good. Like, it's, to me, it is such a cultist base in general. They hit you with so many different design concepts, so many different encounters. This room in particular I love because it is so much like just level design flex. Not only the room itself, but its introduction, the fact that the floor slams down and then you see all these spikes slide out, and the fact that there are spikes there, that pattern makes the depth read so much more. The idea that you have to jump down into this fucking terrible thing. Like, you know this is going to be bad. You absolutely know it's going to be bad, and then it just gets worse. Like, the walls catch on fire. It's the escalation of this whole sequence is so good. It's really amazing, like, I mean, environmental storytelling. It's not like it tells a narrative, but it's so good at creating a series of feelings that are very narrative-like. Oops. Cannot use any chainsaw before the last phase. Ah, fuck. Oh, that didn't hit him? Okay. Alright. Get more armor. Is there more armor anywhere? Yeah. Hey! What? Oh, fuck! You know what I forgot to do? Damn it. That's like 2 hours down. Should have used cue ball. Thank you, Redux. Thank you for that. I certainly haven't played this room many times, trying to use the cue ball every time. I'm glad you were here with that little tip that really just cinched it all together. No matter how many times, I never thought about that, but this time, thank you, Redux. Thank you so much. I need to learn to stop snapping at that. Man, the worst thing you can possibly get when you make a dumb mistake is somebody just like, should have done that. Like, thanks. Thank you. Alright, well, that's that then. Why do we fall? So we can be better gamers. Yeah, I get sassy when I die. Do you think Doom Eternal's worth a second playthrough? I mean, I've been playing it 1,000,000 times, so yes. Yes, indeed I do think that. Ooh. I got a thing though, so that's nice. Little puffball. Look at this. Look at how cute that is. Ah. Really, really takes the edge off. Sort of. A little bit. Oh yeah, I need to claim my booster XP. I need to boost some people that are playing more. That's what I need to do. Anyway, I apologize for getting sassy, but come on. Come on. I'm allowed some sass. Dang it. Well, it was fun to play. I gotta get ready. Steph and I are gonna go see a drive-in film. But tonight is Beat Mania night. So, need to save Chainsaw for ammo, not the big boy. I mean, there's a lot of different ways to do it. Cue balls is another one. Just trying to help. Yeah, I know. I know. The cue balls are not reliable. I've tried using them many times. A lot of times they'll detonate right in front of an enemy and not actually do any damage and not one-shot it. Also, the mancubi do not drop in predictable locations. They sort of do, but then they also don't. They move around a little bit. So, for me, I found some consistency in chainsawing the first one. I switched it up this time since the dude was right there and it was a really clear shot, and the rune was active. It's like, yeah, screw it. I can just quadruple tap this guy, and that worked. And then I got within melee range of a Mancubus, and I didn't pick up the gas. I don't know why that just didn't occur to me. Yeah. Oh well. Is the gold armor you're going for? I mean, I don't really care about the skin. I just want to do it. I want to do it to have done it. I just really like playing this game, and it's a really interesting and fun challenge. It's very old school. At some point, I'm going to have to deviate from my old school approach and actually start drilling individual levels. Right now, it just feels like my median skill level is not high enough. But maybe... Yeah, I mean, this approach... If I get to 100 and I can't reliably get past Cultist Base, then I'll start drilling, I guess, Cultist Base. I feel like I can pass level 2 pretty much every time now. So there is some aspect of locking things down by doing them enough. Okay, that'll do it for today. Well, for now. I'm going to go watch a movie, and then I'm going to come back. Yeah, the first part is just relaxed chat interaction followed by intense gameplay. It's got a nice progression to it, doesn't it? That's also why I like this. Is like the first 2 levels there's a lot of downtime, so that I can kind of just chill with people and talk about things, and then I have to kind of pay more attention. What movie? Bad Boys for Life. I have to catch up on the Bad Boys cinematic universe, but it wasn't Michael Bay, so you know it's only going to be so. How bad can it be? But I'm going to do that, and then yeah, depending on. Who knows how I'm feeling, but I might come back and play more Beat Mania. Last time I played Beat Mania, it was stuck on 60 hertz because I did the thing I did before. So now I get to play it at actual 120 and check out some jams, some beatsy jams. All right, I'll find somebody to rate, but thank you guys for watching. I might be back later, and we'll see. So thank you guys for watching. I appreciate you. Have a good night, everyone.